I'm gonna show you a strategy of dealing with this step one. What are the process? How you will get your target? First, you need to know what is your target. I think your target you have to be more than 230, which usually now we are talking just about 3-digit score, not two-digit, no 99 anymore. You need to get more than 230 in step one. Some people, don't misunderstand me, still, however, some people get 220 or less and still they get matched. But you need, in order to be on the safe side, you need to work through this target. So by the end, if you will get less than that, it's good. You will feel satisfied because in this case you worked hard for 230. So this is your target. Now what is the plan? The plan, it is so obvious. All the people get Kaplan books and DVDs. I can say this is fundamental, very important. The only problem is they are 7 books, so you will spend really a lot of times in this books. What is the issue here? You need to know just the ideas of what is going on here. I don't want you to recall, so recall issue in case of Kaplan is a question. You cannot recall all the information. Some of the people recall maybe 5%, 10%, 20, 30, 50, it depends on your ability, but don't worry. The idea of Kaplan box and DVD, you just need to know exactly what's going on in step one, which kind of topic, which the topics that you think it's high yield, which the topics that are important, which the topics that are so difficult to deal with. So the recall is an issue with Kaplan book, the Kaplan book, but you can get the ideas, which is basically what you want. Another controversial, so this is not a controversial, this is obvious, universal for all the people has to get this, okay? There is a controversial book, which is Golian. Golian, I can say Golian is amazing book. I can say it's really amazing. You cannot imagine yourself how you will get improved when you read Golian. The problem with Golian is too much. It's too much for step one. There are also too much details. Usually these kind of details sometimes you confused with step one because you need to know the general principle for each diseases and you need to study diseases by differential diagnosis. So Golian sometimes for some people, I think for most of the people, Golian is not easy to recall. Also have problem with recall the memory. So it has also memory problem. So to be honest with you, I don't think it's a good idea to study Golian. Maybe it's a good idea to hear the audio. Maybe you can hear the audio is good, but it's still, for me, I think for you guys, Kaplan books and DVD are enough for the test. To get an idea, I mean. Now the big issue, which is really, this is really very fundamental thing, I can say, and I think all the people know first aid is really fundamental because you can study at least all the materials within one, this is only one book, and through only one book you can know all the materials. Because it is only one book, so it is really easy to deal with, and it is so easy, I can say, but also difficult to study. This is not easy. It is difficult to study. So what you need, that's why you need to get an idea first. The idea is really important in order to link, in order to make first aid easier for you to study. That's why also I put in the first reading of the first aid, you need to read first aid twice, at least to improve. Why? To improve the problem, which is to improve your memory. I mean to improve your recall. Because Golian will not help you with recall. Kaplan will not help you with recall. So the only book that helps you with recall is first aid. After this first aid, so first aid you have to read it twice. After the first aid, you will go to another controversial issue, which is Kaplan Q-Bank. For me, I think if you do 50% of Kaplan Q-Bank, you will be fine. I think it's okay. Some people not do it. Some people not do Kaplan, and also they are fine with this because Kaplan Q-Bank is difficult. This is an issue. There are a lot of low yield topics in Kaplan. Kaplan physiology is really so difficult, for example. So if you will not do it, it's fine. If you do 50%, it's fine. Now another fundamental topic, fundamental material, which is U-word. U-word, you need to know or you need to study 50% of the word in the beginning. How you will study this? You will study it by time, okay, and unused mood, and mixed. You need to do mixed. Don't do systemic basis. No, you need to do mixed. Time, unused mood, 50% of the word, and you read to write down. Please write. You have to write. If you will not write down the word note on a special book, don't write it on first aid. Write the word note on a special book. If you will not do that, you will not rock the test. I can say this is a big issue. Once you will finish 50% of the word, you will go for first aid, another 2 readings. Now you will get, this is 2 studying of the first aid, and this 2 until now you get 4. After this, now it is the time to know yourself. Where are you? Where is your location in step 1? This is really a very good assessment, although usually overshot your score by 10 to 15 points, which is okay, no problem. But why I like it? Because the type of questions are approximately the same, so it is easily to deal with. The type of question approximately the same as your word question. So you will not feel panic. You still are familiar with a lot of topics, and it's good to feel that where are you in the map. But remember, it is 10 to 15 points more than your actual score. After this, another 50% of the word, which is the same. Write. If you will not write, it's useless. You have to write every single detail that you don't know. So write the ideas that you are unfamiliar with. You don't need to write the whole topics, only the ideas, the options. For example, you are not familiar with C, you are familiar with D, so write down the C questions, write down the C answer. That's what I mean by write. It is very fundamental, believe me, because when you will write, your recall issue will improve. So 2 things: write will improve your recall, and first aid more than 2, 3, 4 times will improve your recall. So in this case, your memory will be high, and another review, which is the final review, will improve your memory more and more. And at the end, you will get NBME 7. Why NBME 7? Because it is so predictable. Usually people, when they will study the NBME 7, most of them, they get approximately the same score. So whatever the NBME 7, if you will feel when you will get 220 and you need another target, you can stop and study another 2 weeks or 3 weeks. If you will get around 230 in the NBME 7, so you can go and do the test without doing a lot of NBMEs. Don't do 11 and 12, 5 or 6. All of other things are controversial, but I can say surely and confidently that NBME 7 is really highly predictive. So now, what is the problem with the USMLE Step 1? There are a lot of problems. The main one is the recall things, and the only way to improve the recall was first and your word, but by wrote down the notes that you have. Another problem, usually you need several months for this. Some people need 6, 8, 1 year, more than. But you have to be confident in yourself, and you have to have endurance, patience that you can do it. I'm sure all the people can do it, because I personally did it, and I was not in a good shape before the Step 1, because as I'm IMG, I didn't have a lot of information. Molecular behavior was so bad. So the idea is we improve our recall through these two topics or 2 materials only, which is your word and first aid, and just keep in faith and study hard, work hard, and have an endurance, and know your dreams and goal. Once you have a real dream and goal, you can make it, because all other people all over the world several years before and now can make it, and did more than 230. So I'm sure you can make it, and good luck for you.